Welcome to Amber Energy Healer and Tarot. I'm going to just do a really quick yes, no, or maybe pick a card answering video. Okay, so the cards are going to be from the Angel Answers Oracle deck. If I can get it open. Ah! Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle them, pull out 3 cards, and then you can pick from there. There are timestamps in the description box below if you would like to just skip ahead to that part if you don't want to be here for the shuffling and whatnot. Or you can just jump to your actual pile. Whatever you choose. Oh, well, look at that. 3 cards popped out. So those are the ones I'll take. Alright, so we've got pile 1. Pile 2. Pile 3. Alright, go ahead and pause the video if you need more time to pick your pile. Use your intuition. Go with whatever feels the most naturally perfect for your answer. Just take whatever is the most pulling for you. Or whichever one you just noticed something on, okay? Or if you would like, you can just listen to all the piles since they're going to be quick readings and pick whichever one seems to apply the most to your situation. Okay? And I will see you at your piles. Okay, hello pile 1. So for your card, alright, so I want you to ask your question, get your question ready, think it over in your head, say it out loud, whatever you want to do. Pause the video if you need to think how to word your question, make sure it's specific, and when you're ready, unpause it and we will continue with your reading, okay? Alright, so for your angel card it says choose a new direction. Right away with this pile I feel like an outcome is almost being forced from you guys. It seems like the puzzle pieces aren't quite fitting, but you're really, really, really trying to angle it the perfect way so it can just wedge its way in, if that makes sense. But let's see what else we can get on it. Alright. Pull my positive energy. What is the best route and what brought them here? Alright. So it looks like you experienced betrayal. For very few of you, it's going to be an actual death, like maybe a death of a parent or a loved one or something. But for most of you, it's going to be a betrayal, which caused a separation, a major imbalance, and kind of like corrupt behavior. I feel like it was possibly a breakup with a love romance or a work environment partnership. And it looks like right now you seem to be going into kind of hermit mode. If you haven't gone into hermit mode and you're doing the opposite of that, then it's really going to be beneficial if you at least spend a little bit of time doing some self-reflection in this scenario. Looks like you're dealing with a lot of resistance to change. So you're avoiding going into that new direction. Yeah, you're trying to make something work that isn't suited for you or for the environment that it's in. And that resistance to change is really causing you to experience a little bit of bad luck in your karmic cycle and some setback. Yeah, you're really fearful of change. But what you need to understand, and what I hope you come to realize soon, is that the change that you're fearing is actually going to be what actually brings you really complete happiness. It's only going to be scary for a little bit, but it'll be so worth it. So look at it more like an adventure. See excitement out of it rather than fear, because you need it. And the universe is really trying to pull you into that new direction. So it would be best if you removed yourself from this Emperor energy who's causing you so much grief and anxiety. Can you give some insight on what this happiness that they could be entering into would be? Oh, you've got other options. There's plenty of options out there. You have to be willing to take them. It looks like you would be actually transitioning from the situation where you're actually dealing with a stagnant behavior, you're falling, like you're failing in it. It's just not going anywhere productive very fast. You'd be transitioning directly from there into just like pure new emotional balance and happiness and fulfillment. There could be a tower moment that you're experiencing or soon to experience with this partnership that you're in. Let it happen. Don't resist it. Just allow yourself to go naturally with the flow of things. You're dealing with a situation that has no ambition, and it's time for you to really realize that you're doing a charity for that person by giving them your time still. And it's time for you to fill your cup first, because you're on your way to victory. Yeah, you're so on your way to victory as soon as you kick the fraud out of your life. Don't fear it. And just go for what you want. Because you're going to nail it. You're going to get it. And if that's pure love, if that's actual love, then you've got it. You've got all of the material, you've got all the power, you've got all of the ability. You have the whole package, as long as you allow yourself to realize that there are those other options out there and not allow the mistreatment to happen towards you. So yeah, that's my message for you, Pile 1. I hope it was helpful. If you'd like any clarifiers or anything like that, then go ahead and find my contact information below, and I will offer you a reading at a discount for seeing it through this video. Okay? I will see you next video. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. For your pile, I want you to ask your question, concentrate on your question, focus on it. Really make sure you're wording it the proper way, as directly as possible. And once you get that question in your mindset, then we will continue on this reading. Until then, just go ahead and pause the video while you contemplate it, okay? All right, so for your pile, your angel card says trust. So I feel like for this pile, you could be going through a situation that you really feel uncapable to succeed in, or you just are really out of your element. Kind of things are throwing you for a loop, and you're not really sure if you're going to be able to come out on top of the situation. But the universe wants you to just trust in your abilities, to trust in the divine, and to trust in your connection and your intuition. And remember that not all things that shine I'm trying to think of how to say it. You know, when you look at a like a phone, if you're taking a picture outside and it's sunny, and when you point the phone, it'll just like make the screen so black for a second until it readjusts the lens because of the light that's outside. You know, it's so bright compared to the flash on the phone or something. It's that type of image that I'm seeing. So it's almost like not all things that shine can actually be seen. They appear dark, maybe. I don't know how to word it, but basically, if you feel like people are picking on you because you're good, or if you feel like you are not recognized for what you put out there in the world, it could be that your light is so bright that it dampens other people's and actually puts a cover over you, like a cloak over you in that darkness until their eyes can actually adjust, or until their perception can adjust. So it's like, because they aren't as bright as you, there's a resistance to your light, and it will cause some turmoil around you, even though you don't deserve it. So trust that the right people will be able to see you for who you are and what light you bring to the situation. And the wrong ones, just remember, it's their own shadow that's blocking it. All right. So let's see what lit up here, brought you here, and what we can help you move forward with. All right, so it looks like you're in a situation that there might be somebody that's a kind of a workaholic. I feel like that's the masculine energy. If you're the masculine, then that means that you need to maybe focus on doing the right type of work and less on the amount of hours that you're doing, because it's depriving you and depriving your partner if you are in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, then this could be you actually depriving your workspace in itself. You're not finding justice in it. I do feel like there is, in that masculine energy, some secretive behavior. However, it's also really strong intuition. But that's actually what's causing the anxiety, because you're not allowing yourself to use your intuition in the proper way, but rather you're hiding it from yourself. You're sitting on the darker side of it. I feel like the anxiety does have to do with the future. And again, you don't have to be a masculine. This could be either sex. Everybody is both divine masculine and divine feminine. And it's about, like, the goal is to really be a balance in between. But naturally, people weigh to one side. So if you are a feminine, then you are probably somebody that has a stronger divine masculine side, or is dealing with a actual masculine who is doing these behaviors. Okay. It's going to be different for different groups of you. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind, remember. Okay, so it's the anxiety about the future, though. What's causing the anxiety in the future? You feel like you don't have the right skills to move forward in a productive way, almost. Yeah, just like what I was saying in the beginning. And you seem like you're really resistant to change because of that fear. Emotionally, I feel like you are really distrustful of your actual emotional capabilities as well for the future movement. Sorry. Because of that resistance, you're building up a tower moment to come for you. But again, trust during it. Tower moments are meant to help you, even though they're messy at the time, and even though they're chaotic and painful, sometimes they're meant to help you. The whole thing is that, you know, a castle was built, but not on a sturdy foundation. And so it started to crack and crumble in different areas. But the people already lived in it. So they were refusing to leave. They were like, no, this is my home. I'm not moving. It's perfectly fine how it is. And they just ignored the issues for so long that finally one day a lightning storm came and struck it and broke it down and tumbled it to crumble into all this rubble. The people who refused to leave had to jump out to try to save themselves. And they had to do it in a fashion where they didn't get to take anything with them. They didn't get to, you know, leave without like nervousness or anxiety. You know, they had to like literally just last minute, just up and boom. The ones that had left already because they knew it needed to get work done on it, they were safe with everything that they needed with them. However, all of them survived and actually rebuilt that castle from the rubble, and it was rebuilt completely strong and solid. And that's what it was necessary, was to wipe it down first so that they could rebuild that foundation. So if you're ever going through a time of turmoil, just roll with it. Oh my gosh. Just roll with it and travel forward. Return home if you're staying away and avoiding, you know, but travel with it. Follow your truth into the future and allow yourself to have a continuous cycle of rebirth and refresh. Almost take like a naive childlike approach towards life by just trusting in the divine to protect you and trusting in your own abilities and your intuition to be able to alert you. And remember to tell yourself, like, anything you said after, you're going to achieve, and to just trust that. And this pile will be doing great. There will be obstacles. Trust that you'll know how to get rid of them. You will experience intolerance for you. Trust that you'll be able to swoon them over. You will go into hermit mode. Trust that you are going to connect. And you are going to lose a toxic relationship if you have any. But trust that it'll be repaired. And it's helping you avoid betrayal. That toxic relationship, I do feel like, is with a different masculine energy. Possibly a parent, a father, an uncle, a boss, a friend that you respect. I don't feel like that obstacle is actually a female. It's definitely showing up male energy, like emperor energy. So what can they do about this? Or what can they, like, what good positive efforts can they put out for this outcome? Oh my gosh, I just got so tired. Alright, so you're going to need to trust that there's a violent type of man. He's manipulative, and there's also you who's becoming manipulative. No, you know, I feel like this is... Yeah, you're being manipulated, or you are doing the manipulation, and it's time that you go and you seek actual support from your friends. Yeah, it's time for your support, I think, for them. And remember that you need to use strength and practice strong boundaries. Don't hurry for this outcome. Slow down, actually. Just take everything one step at a time and trust that you're going to actually eventually find your way. Okay, so that's all I have for you, pile 2. Hopefully I will see you next time. Make sure you like and subscribe if you would, and I will see you next video. Bye. Okay, pile 3. First, I would like you to think of your question, put it very strongly and prominently in the front of your mind, and just think it over, think it over, think it over. And then, will you please pause the video if you need to. If you need more time to think about your question, if you need to reword it a different way, more specific, the better. And when you are ready, then unpause the video, and I will see you there. All right. So for your angel card, it says, meditation brings answers. So I feel like this is a situation that you guys already basically know what the answer is. You just don't want to hear the answer, or you are not trusting your intuition when it comes to it. So let's see what's going on with that. It does have to do with a jealous lover, I believe. Or a jealousy of another individual. Okay. What's going on with this pile? Anxiety. And delay. But you're manifesting a family. There will be justice for you. You're going to set up for your truth, and you're going to be heard. it's time that you release any of the balloons. I don't know why I just said balloon. This card right here, it made me think of, you know, those, like, when you light off the lanterns or the balloons, like, for somebody's, like, funeral or birthday, or it's just a celebration, and they go up in the air with, like, a note in them sometimes, or sometimes it'll have a candle in it, things like that. This card, for whatever reason, reminded me of it, the Seven of Cups. So, I'm not sure if that's going to resonate with, I mean, somebody in here, maybe that'll be your resonator, that it's the right reading for you. Yeah, you're overwhelmed, but you're healing. Okay, so what is this thing you meditate about? You've got a victory coming for you. Don't worry. So what led up to this? Alright, leading up to this anxiety and this worry is a split, confusion, lies, a breakup of a partnership, some self-destructive behaviors, actually shutting down your own intuition and not ever drilling the second one, and also some really strong workaholic behaviors or possibly perfectionism. But there's going to be a turn of good luck for you as long as you're on the wheel in the right position to take it. And it will lead you to some open conflicts, which will at least allow you the option to make it at any time. Yeah, you're going to be emotionally fulfilled. The universe is just doing a clean sweep on you, I feel. You know, I feel like you're really in a state of like recovery right now. You went through an emotional beating. You're very fearful and mistrusting. But, you know, judgment is going to be served on everybody that needs it. So don't feel like you're let down quite yet. So what advice can they go forward with? Okay, it looks like you could be possibly making a false start when it comes to a manipulative guy. Don't allow yourself to delay just because things are more comfortable in the time being, because they will possibly get worse in the end. And judgment, once again, is going to be rained down on anybody that needs it. No matter what. Race, color, size, anything. Preference. Okay, it's time for you to release your materialism, your greed. If you've got too many extra things, then let some of them go. If you are, you know, if you're not budgeting and if you're not saving, then you need to allow that to transition towards saving and really providing for yourself and for your family if you're in one, in the proper way. Yeah, you're angry about the separation, feeling careless, but you've got hope, which causes you to have a lack of morals or a lack of boundaries. So what's the advice? Don't allow yourself to get degraded or downgraded. Ask for help from others when it's available. It does not mean that you need to degrade yourself in the process. Only stay stagnant if you feel like staying stagnant. But in the meantime, while you're waiting to move around, you could always learn more about yourself and a deeper level. Okay. So I think that's all I've got for your pile. If you'd like a clarifier, then I will do it for a discount price. Just go ahead and send me a message. My info is in the description box. I know this was a very short video. I'm very tired, and I just wanted to make sure I got one out because somebody needed to hear yes or no about a question they had. So I hope that you will continue to come and see my videos. I hope you like and share and subscribe, and I will see you hopefully next video. Okay, love and light.